ugly with it, it came from the city. This red flow make a scarecrow look pretty. Gorgeous even, my demeanor's more deceiving. They believe in the fire, this boy's breathing. They stay cautious round the bosses eating, but got nauseous at the thought of me leaving. Bit my hand, who the hell gon' feed him? Thought he was my dog, found out I don't need him. As long as I'm breathing and feeling philanthropic, had to separate the real friends from the toxic. The silk shack shit, it ain't my fault. They ain't put the same work in, but want the same results. Yeah, trying to show 'em something. You want them niggas think white people on something. They don't know nothing. Get your mind right, more right. My hindsight could be your foresight. Why you think this boy right? Learn from it, yeah. They ain't listening, yeah. They don't learn from it. They ain't listening. Yo, it's all about experience, kid. Nah, you ain't listening to nothing we be saying, y'all. Learn from it.
I'm strapping on my jetpack, captain better get back. Brothers praying on my downfall, I don't sweat that. Blast off while you all crawl like a pet rat. Whole team 2 major 4 minor setback. Big dreams hard to cover up like a neck tat. Birds gotta fly, don't forget where your nest at. I'm on track, it got me running like an X-Slack. If I slow, then give me slaps to the head rack. I'm going up and away from here. Whether the journey is a day or it take a year, it don't concern me, I only got hate to fear. And I don't fear that, homie, you hear that? We standing up straight, something like a meerkat. I know it's fucking up your dome like a weird hat. In the bars, I'm popping off like a beer cap. All about the future, but nigga, this is here rap.
Learn from it. They ain't listening. They ain't listening. Learn from it. They ain't listening. Yo, it's all about experience, kid. Nah, you ain't listening to nothing we be saying, y'all. Learn from it. Learn from it, boy. Learn from it. It's experience. Yeah, me and my music is an intimate relationship. We pay no mind to them outside the same shit. She ain't no little skinny stank joint. She a cute, thick chick with spanks on. Sound like a Big Bang Hank song. She a rapper's delight, but you inconsistent with yours. You stand for one night. Y'all make a little song, y'all freestyle in the sight. Cause she something you a fuck, but she nothing you a wife. You cheating on out, freaking dope beast, and she come home sleeping on semen soaked sheets. She hard pressed, give her heart a rest. If she ain't cooked, y'all starve to death. Will you part in this? Dude, like excuse my tardiness on some superstar shit. Who's your audience? These rappers sound so young and inexperienced. I had trouble taking anything they say serious.
Living the lie with no fear in his eyes, playing up on a tough guy in the mirror. Surprise, he got his hoodie on tight, not to block the wind, but to hide the demons that he got locked within. Couldn't make lots of friends, so the plot begins. Ain't got lots to spend on rocks and gems. This another 9th grader getting teased by the haters, convinced it'll change if he make a little paper. Runs with the jocks, but he finds them too bossy. Chills with the nerds, but he can't cause they softies. Finds solace all by himself. Great slipping, teachers wishing he'd apply himself. Went from acting bad to talking back in class, doing anything so the cool cats can laugh. But when they ran to the bag, he ran to the lab, putting all his frustrations into mastering his craft. They say crazy and he just might be. The truth is he just like me. Just like me. They say crazy and he just might be. The truth is he just like me. Just like me. Just like me.